AI has become so prevalent in our world, especially when it's used in slop commercials you see, like Coca-Cola. Like, I saw that last week, I was disgusted. Or you'll see AI slop in those, like, TikTok advertisements, or just those, like, weird videos that you see nowadays. But I think one of the biggest worries people have about AI is being used in music. So a couple of days ago, NMIXX was doing a Blue Valentine promo performance in for a Bilibili, and Bilibili is basically, I think, the Chinese like mainstream media. It's basically their like Google or like Yahoo, I should say. Yeah, it's more like a Chinese version of Yahoo. And they were doing that. I'm assuming it's to expand their influence on their Chinese fans, which is pretty cool. I don't think, and with K-pop groups, I don't usually hear them cater to Chinese fans. It's more only just Korea and Japan as far as I'm concerned. Like, but I don't know. Maybe I don't really listen to NMIXX, so I wouldn't know much. But anyways, during their performance, they were reacting to an AI cover of them singing a Chinese song, and I'll just show you the clip. This is how it looked. That oh whoa whoa yeah part by Lily was actually pretty good. But it's just like AI music these days. You just can't really tell if it's a real person singing it or not. But just hearing that part actually astonished me that it was AI. And reason why I talk about that is you're gonna see this spoiler, but you're gonna see her try and reenact that. In my opinion, I think it's way different, and I'll get to that in a bit. But let's just keep continuing watching this clip.
살짝 진짜 설윤 언니 같긴 하다.
Usually I rely on subtitles to, translate whatever I'm listening to Korean interviews and whatnot, but thank God that I'm Korean enough to know that I don't have to rely on subtitles, especially when it's all in Chinese. But basically, Jiwoo said that, yeah, this sounds a lot like Seolyun's voice. And again, that reinforces my point that AI, it's just so hard to tell when it becomes involved with music, like AI voices in music. You really can't tell if it's a real person singing it or an AI, like, voice. I'm no psychological expert on body language, but she clearly seems a little bothered after hearing that part. You can kind of tell, you're just like, oh, like, that's just a little, like disturbing. But yeah, she does not seem to be feeling it at all, and I wouldn't either. I mean, if I heard like my favorite artist just like in an AI song and I thought it was them but it really wasn't, it would slightly piss me off, because it's just someone just behind a screen generating this for maybe like, I don't know, $100 at like least, and they put it out there on YouTube. Everyone hears it, it goes viral, and it'll generate them like if God forbid it monetizes their video, and they just make it out of that. It's just so lazy, and it's so disrespectful to the music industry. I am very limited to my music taste. People would say that my music taste is bad, but I really do hate the idea that AI could potentially take over the music industry. This is like one of the examples of how AI is just evolving in music. Anyways, now that they've heard that song, this is them trying to do the cover with the artist's actual voice. And you gotta hear Lily's part on that like riff, I think is what it's called. Yeah, you gotta hear that part.
잘 들어가야 돼. 아하.
Now, I don't think she really hit that O part, but it's still like the woo woo woo. That one was good. And I'm not here to say like, oh, like she has to sound perfect. Like, that's one of the beauties of music, in my opinion, especially with live performances. You're never gonna hear them, or in some cases you could, but not always you'll hear them like perfectly as they sound in the songs. Because when after like post-production and music and everything, because believe me, I would know, because I'm a SoundCloud rapper, or I should say ex-SoundCloud rapper. But you always got to go through some like not auto-tune, but there's some pitch correction. And it's never like their 100% natural voice. For some people it might. I've heard of a few stories. I saw a few like live performances on YouTube and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I can't list them at the top of my head because they're just so like rare. But still, like, I thought it was still good. Like her like singing that riff part, it was good. Now it may not just sound as perfect, but it's a live performance. It's her natural voice. I think it still sounds great. But you might be thinking it's a bit of a stretch for me to just look at her body language and be like, oh, like Lily hates AI. Like, oh, like she's trying to cancel. Like, no, like I'm not basing that off of just her body language. I'm also basing this off of a statement that she made on Bubble. For those who don't know what Bubble is, it's basically this like social media platform where fans can like interact with their K-pop idols. And it's not like you can like text them really, but it just kind of makes it look like. This is what she said on her text. Now before you question and wonder if this is translated properly, I can confirm to you as someone who is not fluent in Korean, it is properly translated. And I'll say it in Korean if you don't believe me. She said, 음악이 좋다. 음악이라는 게 너무 신기하지 않아. 이제는 있는, oh my god, I can't speak. 이제는 있는 사람들이 나 모여서 작품들을 만든다는 게 아름다워. 영원히 지키고 싶다. 음악이 인간성 지키자. Okay, so that was just really, really bad. That was 40% proper pronunciation. But the translation is the same. I love music. Isn't music so unbelievable? All those talented people coming together to make an art piece. It's beautiful. I want to protect it forever. Let's protect the humanity in music. She doesn't explicitly state her like thoughts about AI, but she's clearly, given that this response was made after the performance promo that they did for Bilibili, you can clearly tell that she was not really liking the idea of AI, partaking in music industry. She likes the humanity in music. She likes the fact that people, gathering together, whether it's like bands or collaborations or whatever, music is more beautiful when it's an actual person singing it and not some AI slop. Before I go on further, I will guilty as charged. I do use AI a lot. I use ChatGPT a lot. But I use ChatGPT more for like, I guess kind of expanding on my ideas. Like right now I'm currently writing a comic book and I didn't know how to like script this one part. So I kind of lay down the blueprint and like wondered what suggestions there could be. And then not exactly copy and paste it, but rather work around it. Like how do I make this sound the way I envision it rather than what it's given me? Like it's kind of like my tool. And that's perfectly fine. AI can be a tool. As a matter of fact, when AI has to be used for music industry, I guess it would make sense if AI is used for I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of anything because I don't see why AI is needed. I mean, for almost a decade now, in fact, more than a decade, for centuries on end, people were able to make great music without the use of AI. So I don't see why it's needed. I believe people who do need it are either being lazy and they don't want to spend any more money to make an authentic performance or an authentic piece of art, or people are doing it because it's just an easy way to farm views, especially when there's AI covers nowadays. And again, guilty as charged. I used to think some of those AI covers slapped, but then looking back at it now, I can see how this would potentially ruin music, so I stopped listening to them. But I'm not here to say oh, I am so cool, I'm so great, oh, I don't listen to AI covers or whatever. But I get Lily's point. I can see why she feels a little disturbed by this whole AI thing. And again, she's not explicitly stating it, but clearly she's implying her thoughts on it after that whole promo they did. But yeah, this is all I wanted to yappy about. So yeah, there's really not much going on with K-pop going on with the videos that I'm trying to make. But this is what I just wanted to yap about. So that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.